Welcome back, y'all. Sorry about the two times there. One come up with a warning. One come up with chat wouldn't show for some reason. So by the looks of it, they're not doing nothing with the shards. So, which is a bit of a shame. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to keep mine. And I'm going to farm them before the DLC comes out, which is now, let's have a look. Ready? Go find it. The 4th of the 6th, which essentially we have next week and then the week after, and then on the Friday on the 31st of May what we'll probably do is go and exchange them so we can get Glimmer probably. So we'll possibly do that. But for now, we're going to continue with the Onslaught, by the way, event. I am chasing another title, by the way, which was going to be this one, but the weekly mission is, is a pain in the arse. This we need to do solo, and I'm not going to be doing that solo anytime soon. But what I thought, right, wrong character actually, is we're gonna finish. We're gonna try and get some catalysts done today in Onslaught as well. Thought why not? The catalyst we're gonna do is this one. We're at 33%. Only started about 8% last night, so it didn't. It went up pretty far, to be honest with you. But also, what's the lost sector? I think it's the Cosmodrome. So I think I'm just gonna ring it, by the way, on drops. But I want to talk about a challenge I want to do. So the challenges I want to do, Zer's out tonight, and for a challenge run is to see what exotic armor he's got, but with a twist. If the exotic armor what he's got, I already have a better roll of it, I can use the one I have instead of just wasting shards and glimmer on it. If it's a better roll, I'll pick it up definitely. But also what I was thinking of doing, it's not going to be on Titan, by the way, so it's either going to be on Hunter or Warlock. And how I'm going to depend it is if which one has an armor piece specifically for a certain subclass. If it says it can be used for both subclasses, go find it. If it can be used for both subclass, more than one, I'm not going to use it. If it says a specific subclass like this, fusion grenades, which is a solar, we can use it. But that's not all. Alright, we are also going to do a random drop from him, because we do have the quest complete now to get a siphon before. So it's either going to be on Hunter or Warlock we're going to do it, so it's not going to be like a heavy jumping or thingy. And I'm also going to use weapons, what Xur's got as well. Not just armor, I'm also going to use weapons. What's in our post anyway?
Hi there.
Oh, just these.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
By the way, if you do not know how I save my builds,
What
I save my builds through the actual Destiny thing itself, and I also save my builds through Dim. Dim is a website. The minute you click on it, it'll ask you what you want to sign in with. If you're on PlayStation, you can sign into your PlayStation account directly straight in, and it'll bring up what you've done and what you have in your inventory and vault. If you go through Bungie, which is on the PC, Windows, you click Windows and sign in to your Bungie account. Xbox, you sign into click the Xbox symbol and sign into the Xbox account.
Eververse deals in all manner of goods.
And then it will come up with what you have and all that.
Fenchurch says a lot of fantastic things. I tend to believe him.
Oh, that's nice. And for right now, you can get not really worth it, to be honest with you.
Looking for something in particular?
But for right now, you can easily get that actually might be freaking worth it, you know. Susie, what are you doing down there? One sec, guys. Right, ready? Go find it. Let me do that real quick. So yeah, you can easily go and get what you want from your vault using Dim. You can also click on loadouts at the top. I've already showed it off once on stream before when I was actually streaming off of a laptop. Right. And I'm trying to figure out, by the way, how to connect the computer to a HD cable so I can switch to the computer as well, but still keep the computer on this screen and the PlayStation on this other screen. So, also, if you still want the Sparrow, it is there for 2,500. You just don't get the Sparrow. You actually get a very nice shader, which I do like that one a lot actually. It's a pretty good shader. You get the Sparrow, you get the ship, and you get this for roughly around 2,500, which if you want, you can go to silver here. So if everyone has just a tiny bit of silver left over usually, the 15 quid one, 16
Take
quid,
as long as you
and
like.
you can get it yourself.
I can wait.
But right now, I'm into. I'm inclined to get in this, but I want to switch to an armor
No
piece.
hurry, Guardian.
What actually has a very nice ring to it. Let's have a look at this.
Don't know where my uncle finds these things.
That, yes, that we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get it, boys. Sorry. Open. So if you're not aware about what I'm doing as well with the bounties, is we're bounty collecting. We are currently bounty in the middle of
It's
bounty
easy
collecting.
math, Guardian. You got the silver, Eververse has the goods.
What has this has on? That's a good colour by the way.
Just browsing. That's fine by me.
It's all of the armor code the same. Hold on, we can do this, can't we? Collections, armor. Right, so that's part of that set. Which we do have all of that set. That's just, this is seasonal. End game. Right. So I believe we.
It's easy math, Guardian.
We have
You got the
that.
silver,
Right, hold on.
Eververse
Let
has
me
the
do
goods.
this. End game. By the way, we don't have the raid armor. Some of the raid armor. I actually thought I had it all, but apparently I don't. I do like the look of that head.
No hurry,
Does
Guardian.
that show an extra slot? Oh yeah, it does. We've had the chest piece, but this only counts in the raid, which is unfortunate. Right. What have oh, I just noticed. What did I? Oh, there we are. Right, let's have a look if we have this chest piece. Right, so what does it look like? No, we do not. It's there. Right, let's open that.
Looking for something in particular?
So we can only get one. So, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Right, I know it's not matching.
Bad rattling this one.
Alright, so we can only get one, technically. Which, do we want the cowboy arms? Or do we want the cowboy chest piece? Oh, them legs are good.
New monarchy. Very important tool. Says so on the package.
or should we go
Looking for something in particular?
with a Titan butt towel for a change? That's Titan butt toilet paper right there. Oh, we'll figure it out. Alright, let's get to it. Did we exchange these ones? We did. So that's what I'm planning with Zer, by the way, is to do,
Let's get you back out there.
say, an exotic armor drop. I'm just seeing what he's got, by the way. Not bad rolls there. That's not a bad roll indeed, actually. Shame that they gave him them weapons, to be honest with you.
Keep it
Or
loaded.
do we go ahead and do...
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
By the way, we could get 5 of these and get a golf ball, but a golf ball's not really gonna help.
Shall we begin then?
But we could get some of these. Ah, so special offer, instead of spending 50,000, you spend 10,000. Should we do it? Do you know what? Let's do this. That's 20k. They're just cores. We're getting cores every time we dismantle. I'm doing it. Oh, so I've hit the weekly limit apparently onto buying them. So we'd have to do this one twice. Fuck it. Yeah, that don't cost cores. Alright, how many do I have now? 27. I'm gonna save them. I do need to stock up on them anyway, and having that many cores just really helped, so I don't see the problem of it. Let's see if we can get any bounties off this guy. We can get one, which is a shotgun, which we are
Till
using.
next time.
Bounties off of this guy over here. Nightfall fella.
Greetings.
We can't get none, but right, there we go. We've got some of them.
Be
By
brave.
the way, we're just going to earn these back. See, told you. We get one for every 2 weapons we dismantle. And if we're doing that onslaught that much, by the way, do you want to know how many onslaught coins I've traded in? I've traded in 1,700 onslaught coins according to my Destiny 2 tracker. Yeah, I've traded in a hell of a lot of coins because that's all we've been doing. Let's go to the Hall of Champions and let's see if we can get the weekly bounty. But yeah, I've finally finished Brave, so I do have the title finally. So we've got the title for this one here. Unfortunately, these 2 weren't completed. But do you know the funny thing is, right, the last Summer Games, what was before this one, I completed all 5. Now I don't know if it was a mess up on there you go, look, complete all seasonal card activities, all ticked, but yet these two aren't completed. So when this season came out, it actually took all my seasons off me, all my things off me. These were all unticked, and I didn't realise that I had to do these two again. So I don't know if it was a bug or it was something what went off with the Destiny 2 servers at the time, but we don't have the
How many Cabal did you get today?
we don't have the thing anymore, which yes has kind of pissed me off.
I know you're busy, Guardian,
due
but the Crucible
to
needs veterans now more than ever.
So yeah, it's kind of pissed me off, but at the end of the day, I don't know if it was a bug or it
World
was
is burning.
intentional. So
We need you out there.
essentially, I don't know. Oh yeah, weekly bounty, and we can.
Crucible gets harsher every day. It has to.
By
I
the way,
make sure of
I'm
it.
not picking up Gambit matches because I cannot be bothered to play 3 Gambits. Alright, so we have to do targets, final blows with void or stasis weapons. Alright. So void, and then do we have a stasis shotgun?
What's going on out there? Talk to me, Guardian.
We do not actually have a stasis shotgun. I don't even think there is a stasis shotgun, to be honest with you. Right. Let's go. Let's get it. Midtown. All day long. So what do we have to do is basically get to round 20. Yeah, complete 20 rounds in a single run of Onslaught. Bonus progress available from final blows with void or stasis weapons. So that one doesn't use void weapons or stasis, so we'll have to run this one to do the bounty. But if you do enjoy it, make sure you do subscribe and hit the little bell. It just helps. I'll see you all on the outside. Enjoy me farming.
Nothing to help you but your team and your weapon. Fight! targets on that one. Well fought. All targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles. Obliterated them. I love it. Impressive, Guardian. You have an instinct for battle. Put your enemies down before they do the same to you. Fought well. Nothing held back as it should be. Though, could always throw more grenades. is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud. What they call a righteous infliction of retribution. Best your opponents and survive. Victory is a matter of will. Nothing held back as it should be. Though, you could always throw more grenades. There can be poetry in destruction. Write me some poetry! Do it! Regrets on that one. Well fought. enemies down before they do the same to you. What they call a righteous infliction of retribution. Impressive, Guardian. You have an instinct for battle. Execute all targets, and make sure you're still standing when the dust settles. gods fall before you. Test your opponents and survive. Victory is a matter of will. What they call a righteous infliction of retribution. Put your enemies down before they do the same to you. for you. This is a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud. Obliterated them. I love it. Put your enemies down before they do the same to you. how you ran through that like it was a game. You sly bastard. gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud. In tactics.
Trash can buddies.
Opponents and survive. Victory is a matter of will. a gauge of pure combat potential. Make me proud. Total rout! your opponents and survive. Victory is a matter of will. I haven't seen destruction on a scale like that since... well, the last time you won.
I'll be right back. Okay, that was a decent round there. What did we get loot wise? We got actually a lot of stuff. Well, we don't need that for one. We don't need that. Don't need that. We don't need that. And we don't need that. Do we get any armor? We did. Alright. Yeah. Right, let's go to the tower. We got 35 coins. That was a decent run, that was. So if you noticed, I went with this build until round 30. And then I stayed on this one. The reason being is round 30, the longer respawn times, and if you all die, that's it, you're all gone. There's no coming back. So I stayed with this build for the damage output, with the hammer slams. Constant hammer slams.
Checking right now.
Over and over and over and over again. Right. So for then, I stayed with this build. That's the reason why. Otherwise, we would have lost that.
Good luck, good luck, good luck.
Just deleted a God Roll grenade launcher with bait and switch and unstable thing. But who gives a crap?
Guardian. Keep the wall strong.
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
That gives us 7. But, right, so everyone don't have a go at me here. I'm getting rid of this one. I'm not a fan of this one. The messenger. We're gonna keep. So these bloody things, right? I keep getting them, and there's only one I keep, which is headstone. The reason being, stasis final blows causes them to basically fuck off and die. So we're getting rid of the rest of these. I don't care for these ones really. I only keep one just for the sake of it. Now unfortunately I don't really have any good ones of here. Unless this is any decent. Increases reload speed, increases handling, increases its stability. Yeah, nothing really good there, I'm gonna be honest. Do we have one of these with headstone? No. Right. We've got 2 risk runners. So these things, right? That one can go. We don't need that one. That one's actually dog shit. Make sure I dismantle the right ones. Right. This chest piece I've never actually used, by the way. That's got the better roll on it. So this one's going. I believe I already used that one. I do.
What an interesting little old farm.
Now I can do this. Yeah. Right. So These two can go. We don't need these two. By the way, I just vault them because I can, and it's easier to vault them. These stay because it's the only pair I've got. The two masks. That one's better actually, to be honest with you. Yeah, that one's better. We've got armor to make up for shields, so I'm not too fussed about that. Yeah, I kept that for that reason. That can go anyway. We'll delete that one. Alright, there we go. Got what we wanted.
Let's get started.
Yeah. Alright, so basically we just got to complete rank 16 now, and then we get another exotic drop.
Take it easy.
More exotic drops for basically sacrifice here. But what I'm going to do, I want to go and get some more banners. Yeah, so I was using this build until round 30, simply because even though it was performing really well with the grenade coming back constantly, getting the super real quick, the super would have got us killed, as the super for this one is you just hold the hammer, where this one I can activate my super, pop the super down, and it makes little fire tornadoes all over the place. Plus it's got the trace, which is more effective than any other gun really at the minute.
These people are friends.
So I want to get 10 of these, by the way. This is what I want.
Oh, nice choice.
And I'm just going to go down until I've got like probably 900.
Couldn't have picked better myself.
We got an extra 3 there. I know we'll go down till we got 1,000. Still can't select one of these, like. There we go, 133. 133. Right, let's go and trade in the Brave coins.
Did you want to talk to me?
We're looking for shinies now, by the way. That's what I'm looking for, is shinies. I'm not looking for like anything else really, because I've got a PvP god roll in the SMG, grenade launcher, mountain top, the 2 hand cannons. I've got the pulse as well, and I've got PvE. Well, on all of them, I've got a PvE god roll and a PvP god roll in all of them. So I'm not too fussed about the normals. I just want to try and get the shiny. So I've got a PvE, both in that one, both in that one, both in that one, both in that one, that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. Mate, I won't bother wasting your time with that one, dude. So we get another one for the scrap, another one for the scrap, and another one for the scrap. There's no way.
Your system may be faulty.
There's no way on earth
For any compromise,
I got that now.
With every new threat, there's a new cadre of guardians to forge.
Right, besides that, that's the only one that stays, because I've got a... what's this one? Yeah, we've already got one. Exactly. the same. We actually got. Alright, so let me explain something. Right, I wanted healing clip
Still
and
fighting
incandescent
left to
because I
do,
thought
Guardians.
healing clip
Get to
affected
work.
me. Every time I got a kill, it affected me. But it was someone in my Twitch chat what said, no, read what it does. So, and this is actually this is a god roll for PvE. Oh my god! Let me check this, because this has got to be a possible god roll right here.
I don't care that you have strikes to get to. Worry about the fight in front of you.
So I'm using a different site to see god rolls. By the way, I'm using www.ligth.gg. Right, so one, healing clip does PvP and PvE. Incandescent
Dying
is
an essential element of the
PvE.
Crucible. Get back
Right.
in there.
PvE for this one here. And we do actually have the god roll. Besides the barrel isn't PvE one. The barrel is a PvP only, it says here, for a god roll. But I'm going to take this as a god roll. Handling would take this right up, and there should be no bouncing whatsoever. We have a god roll hand cannon. After all that time,
If there's any fight left in you, Guardian, get up
all that time,
and give it to me.
we have gone for this. So let me explain. I have gone for this role since day one of this, when the hand cannon came out. The minute I could realise I could get incandescent and healing clip, I was chasing that one role. So I thought healing clip did me when I got a kill. But it did not. So healing clip. Let's see. Reloading slowly after dealing a final blow grants to your cleanse or whatever to your nearby allies. So I don't have to shoot them with the healing clip. All they have to do is be near me. And then incandescent will burn, will spread scorch over to anyone who's close to it, dealing a final blow from scorch, from incandescent, from scorch, prompting healing clip. So constant healing, I thought for myself. No, it doesn't work like that. I thought it did, but it doesn't. Right, do you know what? One of these can fucking go now. That's the one I made. That's the one I got. Delete it. So let me show you, right? So you see this page? It was full of scouts. This page was full of scouts, right? This page was full of grenade launchers. This page was full of pulsers, and I mean absolutely full. I had nearly 500 of these event guns in this vault, and I had more on each character. But that's as far as that's how close I got to healing clip. Was in healing clip and kill clip. Now I've got this. By the way, this weapon I got from this. I didn't know you could get it. Alright, what we're going to do is go to the helm now and see if we've got any drops on the computer. Because I want to try and get a Godroll chest piece. And I mean just a Godroll chest piece. Now, I do have them, by the way. I do have a Godroll chest piece. Which has over 20 on 3 sets of things. So, we've got 5 drops. Oh, tell you what. Right, we wasted a drop on the weapon. But, hopefully this is the last one I need. No, it's not the last one I need. Ooh. And we've got not bad, but not the role I'm looking for. So the role I'm looking for is specifically... Is there a way? So what I'm looking for here is 20, about 20, just over 20 on recovery, and then about 18 on shield. Not that one, and it has been done. Like that there, look. But that's what I want. That's only got 10 on intellect, but putting the mod on gives you 20. So this build performed as it should do with this weapon, right? With this weapon, we just need to get 40% through the catalyst, and then it's going to be more, should be more effective, essentially. We clean out the vault a bit more. We've got more of them because we did need more. We've got seal up. We've nearly got 200 cores again. There's no end of the cores here. Literally, there's no end of cores. I could go through here, delete every single fucking weapon, right? And I'd end up with probably about 500 cores. do need to go through the hammerheads still and these grenade launchers to see which ones are the best ones and delete. Same as swords. One second. So that's fine. But that is going to be the end of the day stream. If you want to copy this build, there's the armor. There's the mods. There's the weapons. And there's the fragments. If you want to copy the solar tornado build, there's the mods. And a fucking car alarm going off constantly. There's the mods for the solar hammer, solar tornado build. There's the fragments. There's the weapons. But you see there, this pulse trace rifle is god tier rifle. This is trace rifle, sorry. It's actually a god roll. It was the first weapon I got from the raid, and I got the god roll straight up. So I couldn't complain about getting the exotic shotgun from that raid, because I got a god roll trace rifle with everything I needed for this one Pacific build. But I have to say, besides this one here, all these builds, you can put whatever weapon you want with them. I've done, so my mate thought about this one, with this gun. Right. But what I've realised, it doesn't just work with tracers, it also works with this, it works with any other void weapon going. So you can put this one with any weapon you want to use. It does not matter. So let me explain as well, by the way, before I go. The reason why I said I'm only having one with like solar and void put together, or solar stasis. This build, if I put this with stasis, and I put the ice crystals down, as long as I'm using solar as well, if I go into hammer slam to make the little fire tornadoes, it's not going to hit no one. Now someone asked me why in my Discord, why did I say that it's not going to hit. I rely on the eye of sight to see where the targets are to use the hammer slam. Like if they're behind me, right, and I do it in front of me because there's that much, I put the ice walls behind me to defend myself, but that's where the boss spawns. So I hammer slam in front for the little ads. I've wasted my super, because by the time my super's killed the ads and then come and travel past me, it's going to hit the boss, but then it's going to disappear before it even hits the boss. So there was no point of me doing all this fancy stuff. My Banner of War build, one second. So, Banner of War. If I put this with Arc, Solar, Void, or Stasis, right, and say one of these four get the final kill, Banner of War doesn't activate. Banner of War is absolutely useless with all these other four subclasses, because if these get the final blow, Banner of War does not activate, and I do not get the buffs. My teammates don't get the buffs. I have to make sure Strand gets the final blow, but it has to be melee. That's why I'm saying only two of these subclasses is going to be combined. Only one build. That is it, and it's going to be the biggest and the baddest build. What's going to work with each other, which is going to be Void and Stasis if I can. If I can combine these two together, these two are the ones that are going together. This is going to be no good with Solar, because Solar scorches that jolts. So basically one skill here will not be activating. Either the jolt skill won't activate, or the incandescent won't activate. There's no point in rocking both of them. A Banner of War won't mix with any of them, because if any of these get the final blow, Banner of War's not going to activate. The only thing what will really work in my eyes for Titan would only work here is Stasis and Void. Stasis, you put down the crystals, and the Void causes tiny little explosions, scattering the Void around, and then breaking the crystals at the same time, causing a mass chain of destruction along the map. Might crash the game if too many Titans use it at once, but what the hell. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this stream and you want to see more of my comments on what's going off with Destiny, make sure you do leave a comment. I try and keep up to date with it and give my own review on what they're doing. I'm really excited to see where they're going with it. But again, the only two classes what will mix with the two things, unless someone already